Welcome back to Tales from the Beardside. I want to talk today about New Mutants issue number 78. Now, for me, New Mutants was my favourite comic ever, pretty much. I read it from issues 0 through to issue 100 when Rob Liefeld came on board just prior to the end and ruined the entire run, in my opinion, with his substandard storylines. Anyway, like I say, New Mutants 78, great issue, standing out in a plethora of great issues. So many great things about New Mutants. I was at the age reading New Mutants back in the day that I was the same age as the characters, so I think I related somewhat to the characters more. And it helped. It was well written. It was well drawn. It was breathtaking. I actually shed real tears when Doug Ramsey died. Spoiler, but if you don't know that now, then you never will. But New Mutants 78, the storyline followed Danny Moonstar, who'd become a Valkyrie of Hell from Asgard, who'd been cursed by the goddess Hel to burst into flames. And the New Mutants tried to stop her destroying Manhattan, all through issue 77 of New Mutants, which is also a great issue. It culminated in Danny, who at the time had the ability to grant a single wish per day. Previously, a mutant power had been to make people see their greatest fear or their greatest desire. After many Asgard adventures, her powers had changed so that she could grant this wish. Well, she wished for a machine that would encapsulate her and her flying horse, Brightwind, in ice, thus stopping the fire destroying Manhattan. The rest of the New Mutants, who at the time the roster was Sam Guthrie, Cannibal, Robert DaCosta, Sunspot, Ryan Sinclair, Wolfsbane. You had Rusty, you had Skids, you had Boom Boom, you had Richter, all previously members of the Exterminators, who the New Mutants had bonded with, and Warlock as well. And they took her to see Doctor Strange, as you do, something magical. He, in his usual Doctor Strange style, did nothing but hover in his astral form and watched while the government regulated Freedom Force turned up. Previously Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, now deputised to carry out the government's nefarious schemes, turned up trying to stop the New Mutants escaping with Danny trapped in this machine of ice. This had come about because Destiny, one of their characters with the ability to see the future, had foretold that something was going wrong with the New Mutants. It was she wouldn't say what, she didn't know. It was just a way to rope Freedom Force into the title. But it was great. It was written by Louise Simonson, wife of Walt Simonson, of Thor fame. Drawn by Rick Leonardi, whose art was just amazing. Inked by Al Williamson. Again, I've never been a massive fan of inkers. I think they're very overlooked, in my opinion. But it stood out for me, and this was a great issue, great run when all three of them were on it. And it was editor-in-chief was Tom DeFalco, a Marvel legend. But the whole story was great. Highlights of the story: Mystique pretending to be Cyclops to try and talk the young mutants out of escaping. You had Richter sitting on Cannibal's back while he's flying through the air. Richter shooting his blasts of seismic blasts, basically. And then Avalanche of the Freedom Force in the water using his own seismic ability to create a massive tidal wave which wiped out the ice machine that Danny had been using. As Danny was then released, still flaming hot, not in a sexy way but in an infernal way, burning, Doctor Strange suddenly said, you know what, I'm in the comic, I might as well do something, and sent them to Asgard, which started the next run in the story, which was again a great story. But yeah, so that's New Mutants 78, great read. If you ever get a chance to pick it up, just get it, and you won't be disappointed. Enjoy. Thank you. Join us next time where we'll be discussing Avengers issue number 274. Hercules Last Stand. Take care.